Hi, my name is Coleman Carter, and I'm from the North Carolina Synod pursuing an MDiv. I work as a substitute teacher, which allows me to lead by example and service. Servant leadership is key. If I were to waltz in and start ordering the kids around, they would chase me off. This is because leadership has to come from a place of humility and love, instead of pride and power. The first step to humility is to recognize my limitations as a substitute teacher. For example, I cannot easily enforce rules on when students come and go from the classroom because I rarely know the full schedule of all the students. Through realizing my limitations, I am able to become a more successful leader for the students. My father is a leader who inspires me. I believe that he is a clear example of what our lives as Christians in the 21st century should look like. I hope to imitate his dedication to the faith and willingness to sacrifice himself for God's work. He understands the importance of working to help the vulnerable through his work as a middle school teacher in Cabarrus County. He also understands the importance of the church and encouraging faith through his work volunteering with his congregation's youth. In all of this, he models servant leadership, dedication, and sacrifice. The kids can be challenging. His school doesn't get the funding it needs, and he is overworked. Yet even in this climate of discouragement, he keeps up the good work because he knows it is the right thing to do. Sometimes, a kid who has struggled, or been a struggle, has a breakthrough. And who doesn't love it when a challenge is actually an opportunity that leads to a breakthrough? The United States is quickly becoming a post-Christian nation. I think the most significant challenge facing the ELCA in the next 10 years will be learning to exist in this climate. For much of its existence, Lutheranism has been in a Christian setting, and going forward, we must learn how to thrive in new climates. In becoming a post-Christian nation, the United States is also becoming a field for harvest, as Americans become an unreached people. This is a huge opportunity for evangelism. In my work with college students, I have interacted with many people who have never before set foot in a church. If they have, it can be counted on one hand the number of times they have done so. As members of the ELCA, we confess the gospel as the power of God for the salvation of all who believe. This is no small statement, but rather a radical statement of hope that we have a biblical duty to proclaim. Yet while our nation has been growing, our churches have been shrinking. This is a breakdown of evangelism on a national scale. Some would say that this is the result of the ELCA's emphasis on social justice. I disagree with this. Instead, I believe that we need to add a new method to our toolbox. Genuine love and care for our neighbors will open others up to what we have to say. However, making Christianity look attractive through genuine lives of faith must be paired with apt words and the courage to say them. I hope as a leader to contribute to filling this gap and encourage others to witness not only by action, but also by words. This takes conscious effort, both in learning and doing. I know as a pastor, my responsibility will not only be to witness, but also to encourage and educate my congregants to do the same. It is easier for us to proclaim the law. The idea that we should love God and love our neighbor is still considered normative in our society. Yet the hope of the gospel seems strange. In seminary, I hope to learn more skills to proclaim the gospel, and especially how to encourage others to do the same. I believe that this will give me the opportunity to learn from theologians, pastors, and other seminarians who have different experiences from me, and help to strengthen my metaphorical toolbox. Thank you for your time and consideration. God bless.